From his outspoken attitude and style to his fiercely competitive mindset on the court, this is how LeBron James changed the game. Of course, arguments over who the true GOAT of basketball is bounce around neighborhood courts every single day. But many will say that without question, the NBA's GOAT is LeBron James. After dominating the court in high school, fresh after graduation, King James was on his way to the 2003 NBA Draft and was ultimately drafted by his hometown team, the Cleveland Cavaliers, as the first pick in the first round. In his first season as a rookie for the Cavs, he led the team, averaging 20.9 points, 5 rebounds, and 5.9 assists per game, making him the third player in NBA history to average those numbers as a rookie straight out of high school. Although the Cavs missed the playoffs with a 35-47 record, it was a massive improvement from the previous year. This was the official start of the King James era. Over the next few years, LeBron managed to make his first few All-Star appearances and his first playoff appearance in 2006. By the time the late 2000s rolled around, LeBron was at the peak of his game and in his prime, winning league MVP in 2009, 2010, 2012, and 2013. During that time, he was traded from Cleveland to Miami. There, he won 2 consecutive rings with the help of Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. Finally getting his first few rings, LeBron had his sights set on going back to his hometown to win them a ring. He was able to bring Cleveland a ring in 2016 after defeating the Golden State Warriors. This accomplishment permanently cemented his name and legacy in basketball history. But LeBron wasn't done yet. After a few more seasons with the Cavs, plagued by injuries and team changes, James decided to opt out of his contract in 2018 and joined the Los Angeles Lakers. After some team troubles and a few adjustments, LeBron finally got his 4th ring in 2020 during the COVID pandemic. In 2021, he became the first player ever to record 10 points or more in 1,000 consecutive games. He's currently approaching 38,387 points and just passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as the NBA's all-time scoring leader. LeBron also recorded 10,000 assists and 10,000 rebounds, making him the only player to ever do so. Clearly, James has changed the game in a number of ways, both on and off the court, all while doing what no other basketball player has the guts to do: speak out on controversial topics. That's something James never shies away from. And recently, he spoke up about WNBA star Brittany Griner, who was detained in Russia for allegedly being in possession of narcotics and held in a Russian prison for nearly a year. But finally, the day came for her release back to the United States. And prior to the start of the game, LeBron used his platform to tell various sources that he's extremely pleased to hear about Brittany's release and return to the U.S. But it's what LeBron said next that really raised some eyebrows. And you've got to respect LeBron because he obviously doesn't care whose toes he steps on. He told sources, "There's a lot of people that are wrongfully detained right now." Could LeBron have been trying to make a point about the U.S. prison system? My guess is, absolutely. It's no secret that African Americans make up 40% of the U.S. prison population. And an alarming number of those inmates are later proven to have been wrongfully convicted of even the most heinous crimes. Tupac once rapped, "It ain't a secret, don't conceal the fact. The penitentiary's packed, and it's filled with blacks." It's nice to see James' politically active side off the court. He's going to say what he wants when important social issues arise, and doesn't care if he receives backlash. Every time James stands up and expresses his belief, it also gives those around him courage. Thanks to LeBron and other players like him, large numbers of players across the NBA found the courage to protest injustices. An example of this is when 17-year-old Trayvon Martin was wrongfully murdered by police officer George Zimmerman back in 2012. At the time, LeBron was with the Miami Heat, and the team took a stand by wearing black hoodies. LeBron and his team were demanding that justice be served for Trayvon. Not only does LeBron speak his mind, but his charity work has also led to great things. The stepping stones he's taken will have a lasting impact long after he hangs up his jersey. Most pro athletes will use their platform to help their community, and LeBron does just that. One of his greatest projects is called the I Promise School. It's a public elementary school located in the town of Akron, Ohio, where LeBron grew up. $20 million was invested in the school, all paid for by LeBron's foundation. Each year, he donates $1 million to fund teacher salaries. He's simply the best player in the game for the things he's done on and off the court, and no one can deny that. He silences his critics and naysayers, does everything that people expect of an NBA superstar, and then some. LeBron's changed the definition of what it means to be an NBA superstar in today's game. Nobody can take away the legacy he's built and continues to build. Since 1946, when the NBA was founded, players were assigned to play certain positions based on height, weight, and other physical attributes. Well, James single-handedly changed that line of thinking. How'd he manage to do that? Because he can play every position on the court. He's proven that he can defend every spot on the floor, absolutely dominate on offense against any player who guards him, and tries to be one of the best to ever play on the court. LeBron's off-the-court ventures are just as noticeable and commending. From building his own private schools to founding media and entertainment companies, LeBron creates change in not only the NBA, but in his community as well. This shows the world what kind of man he really is. He founded the LeBron James Family Foundation back in 2004, which gives local kids school supplies. And that was eventually turned into the I Promise School we mentioned earlier. The school offers a variety of programs designed to help kids who come from low-income families have an opportunity at achieving their goals, and ultimately, find success. Some of the programs include providing children with access to mental health services and support, financial and legal aid services. Roughly 600 students are currently enrolled in these programs. As if that wasn't enough, the superstar provides rent-free housing for 15 to 20 families that are in dire need of housing and help. You can't question the greatness of LeBron James and all that he's done for the NBA and his community. It's crazy to think that at the ripe old age of 38, he still dominates the league in every aspect. Even if you're not a fan of King James, the way he's changed the game and touched the lives of so many people is something that shouldn't go unnoticed. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's how LeBron James changed the game.